Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To the Honorable Miss Lina Herlina, my name is Fitri Axelia Az-Zahra. My SIN is 202300700771, Class F from Accounting Study Program. So here I will present the results of the scientific paper that I have written with the title Analysis of the Impact of Foreign Share Ownership on the Financial Performance of Companies in Indonesia using the case study methods. So on this first slide, there is an overview which shows what I will discuss in this presentation. So first, there is the abstract, then introduction, methods, results, discussion, conclusion, and recommendation. So let's go straight to the discussion of the material. The first material here I will discuss is the abstract, which according to the video source that I watched, this abstract is divided into 3 components, and this is the result of the abstract that I made regarding the concept that I discussed. So first, there is a purpose component. So the purpose of my paper is to conduct a comprehensive analysis of the impact of foreign share ownership on the financial performance of companies in Indonesia. Secondly, there is scope. So the scope of the study encompasses a broad examination of the financial performance metrics, including but not limited to revenue, profitability, liquidity, and solvency. And finally, there are methods. So the case study methods serve as the primary research approach, facilitating an in-depth analysis of selected companies operating in Indonesia. Next, in this slide, I will discuss the introduction. So this is a summary of the introduction of my scientific paper. I will read the summary. The study focuses on the nuanced relationship between foreign share ownership and the financial health of Indonesian companies in the context of globalization. Utilizing a case study approach, the research seeks to provide comprehensive insight into the impacts, challenges, and opportunities associated with foreign investments in an emerging market. By delving into real-world scenarios, the study aims to contribute valuable findings, recognizing both potential negative and positive impacts dimensions that foreign share ownership can bring to Indonesian companies. Positioned as a qualitative exploration, the case study method offers a holistic view, capturing details beyond statistical analysis. Ultimately, the research aspires to inform decision making in academic and business realms, contributing substantively to the discourse on this dynamic interplay. The next slide discusses methods. The first in the method of collecting data, where the method for collecting data and related information used this research is the case study method. Case study research focuses on one particular object which is raised as a case to be studied in depth so as to reveal the reality behind the phenomenon. So I made these observations regarding cases related to my title through related sites such as you can see, that's the website that I use to obtain the necessary data, especially regarding financial report information and other information relevant to this research. Okay, next, there are research and measurement variables where there are 2 points. Number 1 is foreign ownership and financial performance. Next, on this slide, I will discuss the results. where these results are a discussion of 2 points of research and variable measurement. So number 1, there is a foreign ownership. So foreign ownership in the economic and legal context in Indonesia refers to the percentage of share of ownership in a company that is owned by foreign investor. Next, there is financial performance. So, according to Irhan Fahmi's view, financial performance is an in-depth analysis to assess the extent of which a company has carried out its operational activities by complying with financial implementation rules optimally and in accordance with applicable norms. Next, I will discuss the discussion. So, the results of the analysis reveal a significant dominance of foreign investors in the ownership structure of scripless shares traded on the Indonesia Stock Exchange, or BDEI. We can see in the chart on the side where the chart shows a decline in share ownership in Indonesia, especially in 2019, while foreign share ownership continues to increase, exceeding Indonesian share ownership. So, foreign investors dominate scripless shares on the Indonesia Stock Exchange, holding 51.21%, totaling 1,912.93 trillion. Their influence shapes market dynamics, necessitating careful monitoring for strategic decisions. The results of this analysis certainly give rise to negative impacts, where the negative impacts of foreign share ownership on the financial performance of Indonesian companies involves a number of factors that can influence the company's financial stability and results. So, the first impact is that currency exchange rate fluctuation can put additional pressure on companies with foreign shareholdings, causing revenue and cost volatility that can be detrimental to long-term financial planning. And the second is, depending on the dividend policy, companies may experience pressure to pay dividends in foreign currency, which may create financial exposure risk. So the next slide is the conclusion, where I made this conclusion into 3 points. So the first conclusion is that foreign investors dominate scripless shares on the Indonesia Stock Exchange, that holding 51.21% in August 2019, influencing market dynamics significantly. Next, the second is the decreasing trend in foreign investors' asset ownership raises concerns, impacting Indonesian companies negatively. And then finally is economic challenges, slow growth, and geopolitical uncertainties contribute to a complex investment landscape requiring nuanced understanding and strategic responses to navigate the evolving global financial environment. And the last slide discuss recommendations, where this recommendation is a recommendation that is used to solve or prevent negative impacts regarding the topic being discussed. So here I divide it into 4 points. The first is that regulatory authorities must closely monitor foreign investors' behavior, focusing on trading activities for implementing responsive measures, ensuring market stability, and safeguarding local investors' interests. So the second is proactive engagement with foreign investors promotes transparency, aligns with local practices, and fosters dialogue among regulators, business, and investors. And the third is companies need resilient risk management against currency fluctuations, including flexible financial plans, sustainable dividend policies, and proactive strategies to balance diverse shareholders' interests. And the last one is policymakers should assess geopolitics, establish predictable regulations, and minimize political risk for an economic resilient landscape, ensuring Indonesian companies' stability. This is the preferences that I use to compile scientific papers that I work on, such as instructions where we have to collect at least 10 references. Thank you for your attention. I hope the material I convey in this presentation can broaden our insight. I also thanks to Mrs. Lina who gave us this assignment. Of course, this assignment made me have more knowledge both about writing this paper itself and about accounting problems that exist in Indonesia. I apologize if there are many wrong words or pronunciations. And final words, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.